Hey everybody, Dave Bartosiak with Trending Stocks at Zacks.com. Things are slowly getting back to normal, or at least the new normal following the pandemic. Stores are opening back up, arenas are filling with fans, and airlines are getting back to business. Now, a big-time announcement from United Airlines recently, with the company confirming its order for 200 Boeing and 70 Airbus jets. It's the largest order in United Airlines history and the biggest by a single carrier in a decade. In an interview following the news, CEO Scott Kirby thinks the company can decommoditize air travel and that the larger planes will help the airline compete against discount airlines like Spirit and Southwest. He also commented that low international demand is still hurting the revenue recovery. So the news barely budged Boeing, has had some positive impact on the other airlines, but who's the real winner here? Why don't we take a look at Zacks.com and see which of these airline stocks are the ones that we should be adding to. So a few things to point out here about United Airlines. First, Zacks ranked number 3. Hold. I can tell you we're going to be seeing a lot of this over while we're taking a look at these stocks. Style score D for value, F for growth, C for momentum, for momentum rather, for a VGM composite score of F. Now, the airline industry is in the bottom 9% of our Zacks industry rank. But then again, you probably didn't need all of this fancy stuff to let you know that airlines are slowly making a recovery. But just so, how slow is it? It's actually not that bad if you take a look at the numbers here. So current year sales are going to grow by 50.58%. Well, because there wasn't a whole lot going on previously, right? Next year, 54.39%. So this is what we're looking at for the recovery. EPS 48.68% for the current year. 116.65% for next year. So really putting their chips on next year, hoping that it moves to the upside. And what are we seeing recently from analysts? Well, the movement is, it's still ugly for the current year, right? I mean, these are not good numbers at all. And then even next year's numbers going from 252 to 233 to 44 to 36. We're still not quite sure what's going to happen. So there's a lot up in the air regarding the airlines. You see what I did there? Okay, American Airlines, same story. Zacks rank number 3. Hold D for value, F for growth, F for momentum, VGM composite score of F. Again, same industry. But the numbers here, the growth number is going to be a little bit different. 62.27 revenue growth for the current year, 39.34 for next. Current year EPS, 55.54. Next year, 99.45. So again, everyone is looking towards next year to be that savior. Now let's look at a few of these discount airlines. Southwest Airlines, Zacks ranked number 3. Hold. D for value, F for growth, A for momentum though. So we got a little bit of momentum on the earnings side. VGM composite score of D. Again, same industry, same story. Nice sales growth. For this year and next year, 68.32, 38.89, EPS 79.9. These guys are very optimistic with a 356.69% growth here. And what have the recent revisions been? In this case, to the upside. So rather than have a $1.50 loss, $1.25 loss, 273 creeping on up to 321. So moving in the positive direction. That's a good thing there for Southwest Airlines. Let's take a look at Spirit. Zacks rank number 3. Hold. C for value, C for growth, B for momentum, VGM composite score of C. So a little bit better. And then again on the sales, 79.12% current year, 46.93 next year. Earnings 62.85, 169.21. And what have analysts been doing recently? Well, current year is kind of shot, but next year, up from $1.65, now they're thinking $2.18. So a little bit of positivity there. Now, the last one I want to take a look at here is Boeing. They're getting the confirmed orders. Still a Zacks rank number 3. Hold. F for value, F for growth, F for momentum, F for the VGM composite. Now, the aerospace defense industry, bottom half of our Zacks industry rank. So things are looking a little bit better in this industry than they are in airlines themselves. But look at the sales rebound, 37.21% for the current year, 14.42 for next year. Boeing is going to take an L. We're looking at a 44-cent loss for the current year, and that's going to swell to 487 to the upside. Then again, these guys have been hoping that's going to happen for a very long time. But if you look recently from analysts, again, they think the current year is going to be worse. Next year is going to get a little better. I don't know. When these planes start really hitting and coming out, maybe. If I'm taking a look at these, based on the numbers that I've seen, I think your best bet here is going to be Southwest Airlines, ticker LUV. Every time you share this video, a plane's baggage hits the carousel just as folks reach the claim. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Twitter @BartSociastics. Check out Zacks.com/promo for this week's deal on Zacks Ultimate. With trending stocks at Zacks.com, I'm Dave Bartosiak.